Hello, today is Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. My name is Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera we have Nico Greina. And today we are filming a video source inspection for Sitek Process Solutions of a fully remanufactured 4300S spin rinse dryer. Our system is shipping here domestically in the United States, and our customer's PO is 912849. Okay, so what we have here, as I mentioned, is a fully remanufactured system, and this system is a little bit unique in the fact that it is set up to run multiple substrate sizes. So we're going to be able to run both 6-inch and 8-inch in the same system. What we have in order to do this is an adapter, which is this insert piece we have here that we can swap out between 6-inch and 8-inch. So, for example, if I were to remove our 6-inch cassette over here, and then you reach in and remove the adapter, which slides out directly out of the chamber like this. You can see that it has 4 poles that allows us to put this stainless steel rotor piece in for whichever size we need. I'm going to come over here now and grab 8-inch, which is what we'll do our demo with today, and you align it to the 4 pieces and then slide in. Once it's aligned like this, it wiggles a little bit in order to slide in correctly. There we go. Perfect. And now, once we're at the end of it, we'll give it a push in the center like that to make sure that we have the rotor installed all the way. And so what we have here is our ability to, as I just mentioned, swap easily in between the 2 substrate sizes. And now I will slide in our 8-inch cassette and run our process. So this spin rinse dryer is configured with all 3 of the standard spin rinse dryer options. We have anti-static, which is going to be a static ionizer that's going to remove any static charge that builds up in the chamber during the process cycle. We have DI recirculation, which allows us to prevent any dead-legging DI water. That's a loop that drains back to the main drain in the back. And we have a resistivity probe that allows us to test the resistivity set point of the DI wastewater. This system is a 4300S, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video, which tells us that it is a single standalone system capable of running high-profile 8-inch wafers or anything smaller. This system can actually also run 300 millimeter in the event that you need to run that. And what we use is a custom configured low-profile cassette. The rotor actually is almost the entire profile of the chamber, and then what we have is a low-profile boat. The boat itself is only about this tall. So as you can imagine, the substrates sit probably 90% out of the custom boat that we have, but it allows you to then slide into the spin rinse dryer and run 300 millimeter. So it's a great design that we have, especially for a research site that wants to do any work with that. What I'll do now is I'll also step to the back of the system and identify the serial number for you, which is SRD-01570. What I'll do now is take a moment to describe a little bit of our refurbishment process for the spin rinse dryer. So every spin rinse dryer that we remanufacture to like new condition goes through our same extensive process. The first step that we're going to do is we're going to break down the system to the component level. From there, we're going to individually clean and electropolish all of the metal parts with specific attention to the bowl, where we're going to go through a process here that removes any potential surface contamination of the bowl from the previous user. We're then going to prep all the other parts for the system, such as rebuilding the motors, the motor, the valves, and the upright positioner, and replacing every consumable on the system. We consider consumables to be anything that's going to show wear and tear over time, such as windows, door seals, tubing, gaskets, or anything else really made of any type of plastic or rubber type material. Those are all going to be automatically replaced. Once we have all those parts prepped, we're then going to assemble the individual chamber itself. So that'll be outside of the poly, and we're just gonna build up the chamber on its own. And while doing that, we're gonna go through a variety of QC checkpoints that involve making sure that the system is electrically correct, spaced properly, and labeled properly. We're then gonna go into our wet test, where we're gonna hook up DI water and full facilities and make sure that the system has its proper flow rates, as well as passes all of our leak inspections. Once the chamber is then fully manufactured and assembled, we're going to configure it into the final configuration, which you see in front of you right here, which is a single standalone system. We could also configure it into a double stack or a tabletop system, but in this case, it's just a single standalone system. Once we complete that process, we're going to go ahead and go through our final QC and then film a video source inspection, which is uploaded to the web to be viewed prior to shipment if our customers would like. And that's what we're filming right now, is our final inspection video for this 4300S spin rinse dryer. In addition to providing refurbishment, refurbished equipment and refurbishment services, we also have 100% of all the parts and services that you need to keep your spin rinse dryers up and running. So whether or not you need someone to repair your motor, repair your controller, or replace some of your parts such as windows, seals, valves, sensors, upright positioner, any of those parts. We have 100% of the parts and services needed to keep your spin rinse dryers up and running, and the majority of them are also stocked here. So if you find yourself stuck in a down situation, you can easily pick up the phone and give us a call, and we'll help you get your tool back up and running. Another one of the great benefits of working with Sitek is our free same-day shipping. If you select overnight shipping as your option, we will expedite your part to get out that same day for free and make sure that you receive it the next day so you can get your tool back up and running as quickly as possible. We understand that downtime is one of the most costly aspects that you can deal with in a production facility, and our goal is to partner with you to relieve that as much as we can and be your vendor of choice for spin rinse dryer parts and equipment. Okay, so now we have about 245 seconds left. So we're looking at, what is that, about 4 minutes left of dry time right now. So I'll talk about a couple things, starting with first the recipe design for a spin rinse dryer. So the way that you want to design your recipe for the SRD is to have a few process steps: a rinse, a purge, and 2 dry steps. The idea is to rinse at a low RPM, about 500, purge at a higher RPM, so as the system ramps up, we're going to actually purge the DI water out of the manifold and make sure that there's no residual water in there that could leak onto the cassette and substrates during the dry cycle. We're then going to spend about 1.5 minutes at that high RPM, slinging the majority of water off of the cassette and substrates, and then we're going to ramp it back down to the low RPM, which is where we're at now, and let the heating elements complete the drying process. Years ago, SemiTool did research to prove that this is the optimal recipe configuration that's going to give you properly dried cassette and substrates, as well as minimal particles added to the wafer surface. Our slick device controller is one of the best features, or best, I'd say, components or features that we can add to your existing spin rinse dryers. So you may be familiar with this type of system in your fab, which has the old SemiTool style controller here that has one recipe and limited visibility into the system at all. We offer our touchscreen plug-and-play retrofit, which allows you to take your current SRD and immediately upgrade it to modern technology. Our controller has multiple recipes, the ability to monitor the anti-static and the N2 heater, a nitrogen purge saver that saves a few $1,000s a year in wasted nitrogen, data logging, SexGem upgrades, and an extremely user-friendly maintenance mode, which allows you to come and troubleshoot any problem that you might have with the system by manually actuating anything from a, again, really easy to use user-friendly screen. We like to say that your next spin rinse dryer is already in your fab. All you need to do is upgrade your control system, and now you have a new modern piece of technology with a simple upgrade. One of the most popular services that we offer actually is for us to refurbish your existing tool and upgrade it while it's in our building. So if you're thinking of a piece of equipment in your fab right now that's beat up, alarms, inconsistent drying capability, that is a primary candidate to send into Sitek for our refurbishment service. We will take your spin rinse dryer, refurb it to like new condition, just like you see right here, and also include our new touchscreen controller when we do that service. You'd be amazed at how we can turn a system in your building that probably looks terrible into like new equipment through our refurbishment process. If that's something that seems like it's interesting to you, please pick up the phone and give us a call, and we'd be happy to discuss that with you. Our number is 916-797-9000. Okay, we've got about 45 more seconds left. And I've done a lot of discussing of spin rinse dryers so far during this video because spin rinse dryers are the primary equipment that we sell. However, we also sell a variety of other refurbished equipment that might be of need to you. Some of those examples are mask and wafer scrubbers, such as the Ultratech, Ultra T, and Kulik & Sofa systems, box washers, such as HTC 8000 systems, a variety of tabletop metrology tools such as profilometers, ellipsometers, and particle counters. We offer photoresist pumps and photoresist pump repair services, and a whole variety of other equipment that can be found on our website. The easiest thing to do is to pull up our website and take a look at our equipment. Our website is www.sitekprocess.com, Sitek spelled S-I-T-E-K. All right, so we have a successful run that is ramping down right now. When we hit 75 RPM, or sorry, 75 RPM, the RSP in the back of the system is going to fire, which is now going to upright our cassette and rotor so we can remove the product. The door seal is released. We've changed from green to blue, letting us know that the process is successfully completed. When I reach into the chamber, I can feel that the nitrogen is purging in warm, indicating a successful drying process. The cassette is warm to the touch, and our full batch of 8-inch substrates are dry and ready for the next step in your manufacturing process. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view our video source inspection for today. If you're interested about what we do, please take a look at some more of the videos on our YouTube channel, which is where you're at right now, or visit our website, which I described before, sitekprocess.com. You can always also give us a call at 916-797-9000, and if you'd like to reach me directly, dial extension 2201, and I'd be happy to start a conversation with you. I thank you again for your time and hope you have a great day.